Next speaker is going to be Sanna Elomaa. Hashtag Mimitcode at Know It. Teaching RPA and robot framework to 50 women. So, Sanna. Yes, good.
Okay, so good evening, everyone. My name is Sanna, and I am working at the Knowit as an automation developer, mainly with RPA projects. And by now, you probably all already know what RPA stands for. And the topic is hashtag Mimitcode. So first, quickly about Knowit. Knowit has been working with Robot Framework since 2012, and we are a member of the Robot Framework Foundation. And we have been using Robot Framework in our RPA projects for about a year and a half already, even though the 3.1 version with the RPA changes just came out, so we have been ahead of our time. And we have about 30 people working with Robot Framework at Knowit, and about 10 of them are working with RPA projects. So today, the topic Mimitcode, sorry, it's in Finnish. How many of you know what Mimitcode is? Have you heard about it? Okay, a few hands. For those of you who don't know what it is, it stands for Women Coding. So it's a program started by the Finnish Software and E-Business Association. The point of it is to encourage and train more women to work in the software industry. And the participating companies organize these short, free courses for women to participate in and learn something about a topic of their choosing. And last fall, Knowit decided to participate as well, since their message is in line with our company values about equality and so on. And we decided to give 2 courses on RPA and Robot Framework. We decided that RPA as a topic is universal enough for people to approach it even if they have never heard about it before. And you can also get results quite quickly. You can build a small robot in one day. The reason why we decided to use Robot Framework is because we have previous experience on teaching it. We organize these courses all the time. And basically, part of it was also the 3.1 release and the news surrounding that, so it was topical. Okay, and the participants that we had, well, first of all, the popularity of this program exceeded our expectations wildly. Our courses were fully booked in under 3 minutes. We managed to fit 50 women into our courses, but there were still 500 people left in the waiting list. So these are quite popular. We didn't even have to do any advertising for it. It just exploded. So the people that we had on our courses were from all walks of life. We had lawyers, we had bank personnel, we had data scientists and everything in between. And also the age range was quite broad. The youngest one was still in high school, and the oldest participants were maybe in their 50s. So all kinds of people there. And the point of this is to offer these trainings to people who have no previous experience or any kind of training, so total newbies. And the idea of these courses is to be as hands-on as possible. So on the first course, we just quickly went through the basics of Robot Framework, the syntax, and what RPA is, and so on. And by the end of the day, everyone had a small robot which could navigate in a browser application, our fictional library application, and borrow books or add books there, and so on. On the second course, we approached these a bit more advanced topics, so for loops and templates, and since we worked with browser automation, XPaths, and so on. On the second course, we tackled browser websites like in the wild. So we used lahjat.fi, And because Christmas was approaching, so we decided to build a gift robot. A robot which you could give certain search parameters. For example, that you want to find a gift idea for 10 euros for a friend, or for 50 euros for mom and dad, and so on. So nothing too serious or complicated, just something little to build. And we just covered the basic concepts of Robot Framework, just enough to get up and running. And the point of these courses was, of course, not to somehow magically train 50 qualified Robot Framework or RPA developers in one day. That was not the point. The point of it was just to get people excited about these ideas of learning something new, and to show that programming is nothing scary or complicated and everyone can do it. So they might not know everything about Robot Framework and the robots might not be perfect, but at least we celebrated these small victories, like, yay, I now have a robot which can click some buttons, woo! So that was more or less the idea of these courses. And the feedback we got from these was 100% positive. People were super excited about this, and the energy that they had was like so infectious that you couldn't help but smile for the rest of the week yourself. So I just want to encourage every one of you to consider organizing something like this yourself. It doesn't necessarily have to be a whole day course. I understand it takes a lot of work. You have to organize the food and convince people to show up on a Saturday to teach the course and so on. But you can just at least volunteer to give a talk at a meetup or something. Every bit helps. And what I learned from it was that you don't need to be an expert yourself. I have only been working with Robot Framework for about a year, but as they say, the best way to learn is to teach. And we have this amazing community here, but you only get out of it what you put into it. So that is my message to you. Please consider organizing something like this yourself. Thank you.
So we have time for one question. Okay. And here you go.
You said you had 500 still on the waiting list. Are you having the opportunity to, one, do more, and maybe do you need some more teachers, more people here to maybe help out so that you can cover those 500?
Yes, there are more courses coming in the spring and then again in the autumn. And any company can sign up for this. So the limitation that we had was basically the facilities. We could only fit 25 people with their computers into our office so that they could all fit nicely there. So yeah, hopefully more companies participate in this in the coming spring. So yes, thank you.
Thank you, Sanna.